Okay. Welcome. Okay. Okay. Um. Welcome back. Hello. It has been some time. I think. I think. And we are going to start off with the brand new update for Genshin, which is Luna 1. Yeah, I'm just like very lazy right now to start with an intro, like a properly sounding intro. Basically, we met a robot girl, and yeah, we met a robot girl. We had to help her recover her memories. Turns out that she was one of the Dragon Lords. We had to help the good side of a very mass murdery human hating Dragon Lord. The good side of that, surprisingly, there is a good side of that. Dragon Lord to win, but we did, and now we're going to not cry. Oh yeah, and that I hated that boss fight because I was literally dying by status effects, not actual mechanics. No, it was just status effects. Huh? Because the water was wet. That was it. Yeah. I don't know what team to use. I'll just use this. Yeah. Because we're going to not cry, and this is actually like a first for me to ever like. By first, I mean like I don't know anything. Try to avoid spoilers for not cry. Try my best to avoid it. All I know is that somehow there's a spaceship involved. That's it. That's pretty much it.
What could the children be up to? Never mind. Let them.
Oh, I tried. Also, I tried wishing for Luna. Not Luna. What's this lady? Lauma. I tried wishing for her. I lost. I lost to Kachin. Yeah.
Something you wish to report? Go on. You have.
Hey, Aneva.
That is perfectly all right. My data indicates clear skies in the coming days. Current conditions for maritime travel, optimal. I'll be ready whenever you are.
Let's get a show on the railroad.
Are we really gonna set off without telling anyone again?
Isn't that just how we roll? We weren't really being tailed by Star Fontanian reporters. That is.
you mention it, you'll never guess who Paimon saw on the way over.
Hey! You didn't seriously think we'd let you leave without a farewell party, did you? No chance.
Yeah, come on, Traveler. We've already made all the preparations. And most importantly, how dare you try and slip away without first paying your respects to the almighty Dragon Lord!
Hot red-handed.
A
There you
little
go.
bird told us you'd soon be leaving for Nodcry. So, we asked Paimon to give us a heads up before the date of your departure.
So it was you.
You sure it's not time to think about changing that little habit of ours?
Don't worry, we won't keep you long. Besides, everyone's there already. Chaska, Ian-san, Auroron, even the Pyro Archon herself.
You're invited too, Anefa. Shilonen has a special gift for you.
Can't refuse an invitation like that. How about you, Anefa?
Accompaniment request accepted. Shilonen demonstrates excellent massage technique. My impression of her is exceedingly positive.
Wait, so robots like massages too? Or is it just that Shilonen really knows how you're wired?
Alright, enough with the chit-chat. Let's head to the venue.
Woohoo! Party time!
Yeah, you definitely can hear the difference between Pylon's voices now. You can definitely hear it.
Spit it out then.
They've set off.
Just as my calculations projected. About time I met this variable in person.
Oh, I know. Oh, yeah, I know about her as well.
Every time we head to a new nation, there's always a point where it suddenly dawns on Paimon. This is it. The next chapter of our adventure has begun. This time, it was the moment she realized she just polished off the very last of her Saurus crackers. Should have stocked up better at the farewell party.
In other words, Paimon has marked the geographic coordinates from 2 minutes and 40 seconds ago as the boundary between Natlan and Notcry. This deviates somewhat from the official coordinates stored in my database.
Paimon meant more in terms of how it felt on a psychological level. Anyway, what about you, Traveler? When did it really sink in for you? Huh, that actually kind of makes sense. What
I
about you,
didn't get a
Anefa?
chance to pick. Excuse me?
In that case, probably when my sensors could no longer detect the moon's power.
The moon? You mean that one we can all see in the sky?
Negative. I was referring to... Huh? Here we are. Paimon, Traveler, we have arrived in Notcry.
Oh, wow!
Paimon, Traveler, welcome to Notcry.
That must be Nasha Town up ahead! That's the place you were telling us about on the way over, right?
That is correct, Paimon. It is also the most bustling commercial hub in all of Notcry.
Could this be really? It's really me.
Oh, sounds like the perfect place to start trying out all the local specialties. Huh? Is something up, Traveler?
Paimon. This is where our spaceship landed when Lumine and I first arrived in Teyvat.
Huh? Are you sure? But how come you've never mentioned that before? Seems pretty important to Paimon.
Oh, well, because those memories are really hazy. all I remember is Lumine waking me up and us leaving the ship. But just now, setting foot on this land, I felt something. The kind of power I sensed in those moments.
Are you referring to Kuvaki?
Kuva, what now?
The locals refer to it as Kuvaki. It is a unique elemental force found only in Notcry, or rather, a pure, primordial form of elemental energy.
A bit like the logis.
That is correct. Another similar concept I have found in my database is the primordial sea. Legend has it that long, long ago, the moon that shines in the sky above us once rose from the land of Notcry. Modern geological surveys and meteorite studies conducted in the region have since supported this claim.
So, when you mentioned being able to detect the moon's power earlier, you were referring to Kuvaki?
Certainly feels similar to logis, and yet somehow different. Maybe they both belong to the light realm that the Lord of the Night mentioned. Still, this feeling, there's no doubt about it, it's the same power I felt the first time I set foot into battle.
Wait, Traveler, you're saying we might actually find your spaceship here? Do you still remember where it landed?
It was near the beach.
Notcry is surrounded by the ocean. In other words, it could have been anywhere along its coastline.
There's also a mountain.
Negative. Description still lacks sufficient detail to pinpoint target location.
Hey, it's okay if you can't remember everything right away. After all, it's been a really long time. Let's just do what we've always done and keep searching as we explore. Besides, what have you got to fear with your sidekick Paimon still here?
I'd be more than happy to help you out as well.
Thank you, both.
My pleasure. Anyway, just knowing that your spaceship's here in Notcry surely counts as a big step forward, huh?
Like we've crossed another boundary?
Paimon couldn't have put it better herself. You sure are a quick learner, Inefa.
If we find our spaceship, maybe the flight logs could tell us something. At least a chance to get to the bottom of all this. The truth must be out there somewhere buried in this land.
Well, as the best guide in the whole of Tivat, Paimon hereby does solemnly declare, Notcry, here we come!
Alice would be looking at you, be like, "Excuse me? Oh, hell no." First things first. Let's just make our way.
It just occurred to Paimon, if we were looking to put out a missing spaceship commission, or to learn more about Notcry, wouldn't it make sense to drop by the Adventurers Guild?
The guild is located in Nasha Town. Simply follow this road and you'll reach it.
Huh? What in Tivat is that? Looks kinda like a ceiling, floating around in the air like that.
That is a kuhanki, a species unique to the land of Notcry.
A Kuhenki? Does she have something to do with the moon, too?
Indeed it does. According to the Frost Moon Scions, the indigenous inhabitants of this land, the kuhanki, are said to be familiars of the moon goddess, leading those who walk in the moonlight's glow to things of great importance.
The moon goddess? Don't all people here worship the Tsaritsa?
Although Notcry lies on Snezhnaya's border regions, the people here have held their own unique beliefs since time immemorial. As I mentioned, everything in this land shares a deep connection with the moon and the sky above. The beliefs of the Frostmoon Scions seem to date back to the civilization of the angels. According to the documents in my database, even the 7 archons did not exist at that time.
Wow! So the origin of their beliefs goes back even further than the Archon War?
Correct. At some point, you may come across some statues of their goddess. The Frostmoon Scions carved these as well.
Hey! Looks like she's floating away!
I suggest you follow her. The probability of an ordinary person encountering a kuhenki lies in the single digits. Many here consider them heralds of good fortune.
Is this a travel guide? Huh. It actually led us to something useful.
Welcome to Noshtown. Fortune in investment portfolio, eye-catching, mouth-watering sugar sculptures, enthusiastic structures.
Are there any particular points of interest?
Oh, it all looks pretty interesting to Paimon. If we have time, she'd love to see, pretty much everything.
Recalibrating route. If we keep following the current path, we will arrive at an area of scenic beauty. From there, we will be able to identify both the Adventurers Guild and several must-visit specialty stores.
Yikes. Why is Paimon suddenly getting the feeling that if she doesn't step it up soon, enough is gonna put her out of a job?
Well, you did this to yourself. Oh, or is the statue to summon?
Wow! Nasha Town actually looks pretty big from here. Feels a bit different than Paimon imagined, though.
Which aspects in particular deviated from your expectations?
Well, Paimon keeps hearing people describe Nodcry as an adventurer's paradise. So, she kind of thought it'd be a bit more picture perfect somehow.
According to legend, there was indeed an era of peace in Notcry's past, the age of the Fae. Tales of those ancient heroes are still told today. One of the most well-known is that of the Lantern Fae. This individual performed many good deeds for Nodcry. The present-day Lightkeeper's nightly lantern patrols are, in part, a tribute to their memory. But then, one day,
What happened?
there came a devastating abyssal calamity that swept across Nodcry, and for a time it was left desolate. Heartbroken by what had become of the land they had so cherished, that Fae extinguished their light, just as the abyss had extinguished all hope. Nowadays, the paradise people speak of is more of an aspiration, or an irony, perhaps.
An irony?
Today, no official authority governs Nodcry. In theory, at least, it is somewhere a person can do whatever they wish, and become whoever they want to be.
So it's a lawless paradise. On Paradise Freedom.
The Adventurers Guild is just over there, in Nasha Town's Central Plaza, and the flagship tavern is over that way.
Hey, what's that building over there? You know, the biggest, tallest one.
That is Aino's Boom and Blast Kuvaki energy cannon. It gets activated when the wild hunt threat level outside Nasha Town reaches a certain threshold. But according to the scan I just ran, the energy cannon appears to be malfunctioning, likely due to a recent discharge.
The Wild Hunt? Isn't that the abyssal calamity you mentioned that's specific to Nodcry?
Does it pose a great threat to people of the living?
It is a phenomenon that has been occurring for several centuries now. Yet the time and location of wild hunt attacks are seemingly random. At first, it was more of an old wives' tale that adults used to scare children. If you don't start behaving, kid, some night, the wild hunt's gonna come for you. Listen, do you hear that? That weeping in the fog? Those are the cries of a young woman being dragged away.
You're saying people actually hear things like that?
I have not witnessed enough wild hunt attacks to give a statistically sound answer. But the oldest legends say that all people saw was the ghostly shadow of a woman in the mist. It wasn't until later that it became a full-blown calamity. Abyssal monsters and all.
Oh, when you put it like that, Paimon's really gotta hand it to Aino. Not only did she repair you, but she's even built a giant cannon to keep the wild hunt at bay.
Absolutely. Aino is very impressive indeed. Anyway, according to my schedule, it is time I took you over to the flagship.
Oh, sure. After all, we shouldn't keep Barca waiting. Well, Paimon's not sure if he'll actually show up at the bar this early.
Have faith in the people of Mondstadt, Paimon. As far as they're concerned, any o'clock is bar o'clock.
You're right about that. Huh. Isn't this the Adventurers Guild? Why isn't anyone here? Does that mean that Catherine and Nodcry actually gets to clock out? Anyway, let's come back later.
Oh, there it is. Oh. Hmm. The world opens itself for those with noble homes. First. Statue of the Nymph.
we are, the flagship.
Varka told us to meet him here in his letter, right? Let's see. Varka? Varka!
Okay.
No matches, I identified.
Huh. So he isn't here after all. Oh, guess we never did actually say we'd be arriving today. Hey, why don't we go ask the owner? If what they say is true, Varka's drinking prowess must have left quite the impression.
Well, well. If it isn't the ineffable Ineffa.
Hello there, Demyon.
You know each other?
Of course! Ineffa's a regular here at the flagship.
So, robots are into booze too?
Not at all. The energy conversion efficiency of alcoholic drinks is very low, and most of them are full of impurities. Still, I can affirm that your berries and fried meat deserve a solid 9.12 out of 10. It has Aino's approval too.
Funny that you should mention that. While you were away in Natlan, Varka would come in here every day to pick up a serving of berries and fried meat for Aino.
Aww. He must have been worried sick that she wasn't eating properly on account of being so hung up about Ineffa being gone.
Actually it's 'cause Varka found out that Aino went wild after Ineffa left, gorging herself on snacks she normally couldn't get her hands on. So it was more worry that she wasn't getting a balanced diet. I think I might have just put my foot in it. Anyway, since you're back from Natlan, these two must be the ones Varka mentioned. The Traveler and Paimon, yes?
Yep, that's us. So, from the sounds of it, you must be a close friend of Varka's too.
Varka? Goes without saying. After all, he's the only one around here who's ever managed to stay standing after 10 rounds of the roulette special.
Paimon can't believe he's made such a name for himself. Though, guess it's hardly surprising how.
Don't you even know where he is now?
Right now? Must be somewhere near Anvantinyarvi. That's quite far from here.
Huh? Where's that?
It's a lake in the northern part of Nodcry. Word reached him of trouble brewing around those parts, so he took his knights to check it out.
Oh. So, we missed him?
Typical Monsatter, coming and going like the wind.
Varka knew you'd say that. So he specifically told me to make sure you stayed here and enjoyed yourselves. He sends his assurances that everything's under control.
Well, if he's that confident, guess our only option is to accept. Anyway, it's not like there's any special cause for concern. He is the Grand Master, after all.
Exactly. Plus, not only has he booked you into our finest room, he's paid for it in advance, too.
Whoa! It's so generous of him! We might not have met yet, but Paimon's got a feeling that we'll get along with Varka like a house on fire.
Oh, and by the way, he also asked me to serve up a portion of berries and fried meat for Ineffa. That was prepaid as well.
Thank you.
No, thank you. I'm the one who should be grateful for your business.
Traveler, Paimon, why don't you go ahead and drop off your luggage? I can use this time to go pick up some components that Aino asked me to bring back.
Sure thing. Besides, now that we've got ourselves a map, once we're done unpacking, we might as well go for a stroll ourselves. Why don't we meet up again later?
Oh. So you no longer require navigational assistance?
No worries, we should be fine. We've got a rough idea of our way around town, so Paimon's reasonably confident we shouldn't get too lost.
Thank you. This translates into an approximate time saving of 30%, meaning I will be able to see Aino about 45 minutes earlier than previously projected.
Oh, right. You must miss her a lot too. In that case, we better get a move on.
It's so noisy here. Back in my day,
Feels pretty nice having someone sort out our food and lodging for us, huh? But is this really the flagship's best room? It's pretty big, make no mistake, but it looks a little worn out, right?
Town built.
To be perfectly honest, that feels right at home with everything else we've seen of Nasha Town.
Town built among ruins, forsaken in the wake of calamity.
You mean it's got something to do with Nodcry's history? Oh, that makes sense. But what exactly was this calamity? Oh, should we try the berries and fried meat too? Paimon's getting hungrier and hungrier every time someone mentions it. Oh, sorry about that. Paimon wasn't watching where she was going.
Please, there's no need to apologize. If anything, I'm the one who should be sorry. Clearly, I shouldn't have gotten lost in my thoughts in the middle of a hallway.
Wait a sec. Are you staying in the room next to ours?
Ah, quite the perceptive one, I see. First things first, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Kirill Chudamirovich Flintz, but please, just call me Flintz.
Whoa, that's an impressively long name for sure.
Ah, is that so? Names like mine ought to have been fairly common in Snezhnaya, at least in the past. Would I be correct then to assume that the two of you are travelers in this land?
Yep, you sure would be. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. We've been to a bunch of nations already, but we only just arrived in Notcry today.
What
Hello.
a rare honor it is to meet such worldly travelers.
Are you here for travel too?
If only I had the time to spare. No, I'm just staying the night.
Oh, so you're here for business.
That's certainly one way to put it. I'm a Ratnik of Nodcry, normally stationed near the burial grounds to the north. My sole cause for being here today was to repair this lantern of mine.
What's something off about that lantern?
Burial grounds?
Your surprise is entirely understandable. Most people cannot even begin to fathom the idea of a life surrounded by tombstones and decay. But if you've heard of the calamitous abomination that is the Wild Hunt, you'll know that in their wake they bring a host of souls tainted by abyssal filth. That then is why we are stationed by the burial grounds, to hold the line where it is most vulnerable.
Oh, so it's all about fighting against the abyss. Oh, sounds like a tough job.
I thank you for your concern. But in truth, I've long since grown used to it. In fact, I like to think it rather suits me. If anything, I'd say I prefer the peace and quiet of a graveyard to the hustle and bustle of urban life.
Paimon sort of gets it now. But even so, she is still pretty sure she could never get used to living in a graveyard herself. For one thing, she'd be too scared to fall asleep at night.
Oh, I assure you, there's no need to worry on that account. The kind of ghosts you find in cemeteries aren't too big on talking. But even when they do, they're usually far more discreet than the living.
Eh?
Well, would you look at that? Who'd have thought we'd end up chatting this long? Must have a lot in common, huh? Forgive me, but I must excuse myself, for the time of my appointment draws near. And in terms I'm sure you'll understand, a lanternless ratnik is like a mapless traveler. A serious conundrum indeed.
Oh, sure. In that case, you go right ahead. We won't keep you any longer.
Not at all. Should the opportunity present itself, I'd gladly continue our conversation another time. You're always welcome to come visit my grave. I mean, the grave I stand watch over. Your visit would bring much needed light to that place of final rest.
Right. Well, if we get the chance.
Then allow me to wish you a traditional ratnik's farewell. See you by the graveside.
Ugh. Jeez. What a weirdo.
He wasn't that bad.
Him at all. In fact, he seemed pretty cultured, but at the same time, kind of spooky. Must be all that time he spent around graveyards.
Did you notice anything strange about Hunter?
His lantern? No, not really. You mean, because it was broken?
Like there was something inside.
Yes, you've always had a nose for stuff like this. If you're worried, you can always ask him the next time we cross paths.
Guess I'll be by the graveside.
Hey, don't you start spouting all that weird stuff too. Paimon almost forgot something super important. Were we gonna go try out the berries and fried meat?
Must have left the craving by the graveside.
But now, heading all the way back to the flagship feels like such a waste.
Please, accept today's boon. Come night or day, may the blessings of the moon goddess shine down upon you.
Huh? What's going on over there?
Looks like they're handing out food.
Wait, free food? Wow, the people here are so nice! Quick, let's grab some too. Paimon's super curious what their food tastes like.
How did you not eat
Moonlight
after this?
illuminates the path before you, travelers from afar.
Huh? How'd you know we were travelers?
Just now were a song the birds in the sky, singing of your wanderings. You are no ordinary guests, it seems.
The birds and the... what now?
Forgive me. I should not have laid the words of others out as a welcome mat for our very first meeting. You, too, must be wondering who I am. I am Lauma, moon chanter of the Frost Moon Scions. Please, as do our followers and other passers-by, accept today's boon.
Happy to oblige. Paimon's name is Paimon, and this here is the traveler. Thanks so much for sharing your yummy food with us. We'll take one each.
Thank you. Ours. Sincere gratitude.
Think nothing of it. These fruits were the finest we found, delicacies gathered in the wake of the morning dew. It is my hope that partaking of them may lift your spirits to heights anew.
The finest you found? Wow! That sure is kind of you, but wouldn't you want to keep those for yourselves?
The first fruit of the harvest must be placed upon the moonlight altar, not as an offering to the gods, but as a spark for lost hunters. For it is the blade of the starving that darkness most easily corrupts. As perhaps you have already heard, we Frost Moon Scions revere and worship the moon goddess. We believe that together, virtue and compassion are the shining light that will lead us all out of the long, dark night. And now, with tides of haughty Fatui swarming into Nodcry, driven by greed and greed alone. More than ever before, we must all unite under the banner of virtue.
Huh, look who it is again. Those unsufferably kind-hearted Frostmoon scions. Got enough for us too?
That's right! 2 servings each! We're starving over here!
The Fatui! After what you've been doing to our sacred statues, how dare you even show your faces?
Wilhelmina, bestow today's boon upon our guests.
You hear that? No slacking now. We'll have the very best you got.
But, my lady, they...
Yeah, so
Please, you two, accept this meal. But remember this. Kindness is the first lantern left to guide those who stumble in ignorance.
Come again?
Let me finish. But should they still refuse to follow the moonlit path, then by our frosted blades shall we show them its shadow.
You!
Hey, look who it is.
Tch, whatever. Just you wait. We'll be coming for you next. Huh? Where's the meat? Who wants to eat this garbage?
Those stooges really are the worst.
Ever since they came to Nodcry with all their weird equipment and built that so-called experimental design bureau, our lives have been turned completely upside down.
Judging from how they reacted just now, it seems the Fatui already know who you are.
all the grudges die hard.
Well, we have gotten in their way in pretty much every nation we visited, so we're probably at the top of their block list by now.
I see. Then, on behalf of the Frostmoon Scions, I thank you for the goodwill you have shown us.
Okay. Why thank me?
Because if they had gotten ahead of themselves just now, I'm sure you would have stepped in to help. Just as the birds and beasts put it, your arrival heralds joy to us all. Besides, for a weary traveler far from home, what better respite than to bathe in the moonlight? You will always be welcome at the Frostmoon Enclave, the place we call our home.
Thanks for your kind invitation. We'll sing by when we get the chance.
May we meet again in the moon's gentle glow.
These are delicious! So refreshingly fresh! Those 2 Fatui wouldn't know a good thing if it came up and bit them on the shoulder. Looks like Inefa isn't done with her shopping yet, and the Adventurers Guild is still empty. Where should we head next?
Why don't we follow the map in a traveler's guide?
Good idea! Wouldn't want to let the Kuhenki down, after all. Let's see. Okay. Paimon's got our route all figured out. So, all that's left to say is, don't fall behind.
Toss those glasses away, please.
This is Nuts and Nuts. It's mostly a fruit shop, but there's a crafting bench too. This is the Speranza, one of the travel guide's recommended restaurants. All the waiters here are kids. This is the Vesnitsi Prolecha greenhouse. Apparently, their flowers are all made of metal, so they'll never wilt away. And this is the Rossum Workshop. If you ever need a weapon made, this is the place to go. And over here, they've got a super tall observation deck. Whoa! Take a look at that! You can see really far out into the distance. That way's north, and that looks like something built by the Fatui? And then over there to the west, that must be the place Lauma mentioned, where the Frostmoon Scions live. So, what'd you think? Even if Inefa kinda stole her limelight earlier, this just goes to prove that Paimon's own tour guiding skills aren't too shabby either, right?
Still not quite enough for level.
Hey, come on! Would it kill you to compliment Paimon?
Hmm.
Look! There must be someone at the Adventurers Guild now. There's already a line forming outside. Looks like we'll finally be able to ask about your spaceship. Oh, or was there anywhere else you wanted to stop by first?
As a matter of fact, one of the storefront signs caught my eye.
Where? Which one are you? Oh, now you mention it, Paimon's noticed it too. Ugh, better not be who she thinks it is. Anyway, where we go first is completely up to you. Either the Adventurers Guild, or that suspicious-looking shop. A word of warning, though. If we step into that shop, be sure to keep a very close eye on your Mora.
Staring into my eyes is ill-advised. I can't promise you'll like what you see.
God damn it.
Please, here you go. And if you ever need anything else, don't forget to make the great Lord Sangama Bay your first port of call. Oh dear. So it is the real deal. Of course it's the real deal. Everything you'll find here is 110% real, meaning every one of my deals is as real as a deal can... Wait a minute. Well, if it isn't my two most valued clients.
Long time no see, Dory. Set up a branch all the way out here in Outcry now.
And with no small thanks to your munificent patronage. Come. How could you just sneak into Not Cry like this without telling your dear Lord Sangama Bay? If I'd known earlier, I would have made an absolute pulled out all the stops to ensure that your boat ride over was as comfortable as humanly possible. Thank the Archons we didn't tell you. Oh, come now. You know as well as anyone how impeccably and conscientiously above board I am when it comes to doing business. Well, regardless of whether that's true or not,
Good boys.
the main issue here is that we had no idea you had a branch in Notcry. A clever merchant always has a backup plan, or two, or three up their sleeves. As the saying goes, a rabbit with many burrows fears not the hunter's arrows. A merchant with stores galore hears no debtors at the door. Since you're both here in Nodcry, would you care for some of my finest local souvenirs? Whatever you're looking for, I have it. Or if it's Sumeru you're missing, I've got that covered too. We literally just arrived. Do we look like we're on the hunt for tourist trinkets to take back for our friends? My. Your high-minded tastes never cease to impress. In that case, I know just the thing. You must be on the hunt for something like this? What's that? Your hat? Information, of course. Information about Nodcry, locked securely in the otherwise impenetrable vaults of the Lord Sangama Bay's brilliant mind.
Nice to mention that is what we're after.
I knew it! I just knew you'd appreciate the value of my wares. On the back of all our pleasant dealings in the past, I'll even take a hit by throwing in some insider info for free. Wow. You sure are feeling uncharacteristically generous today. What do you mean by uncharacteristically? I am the most generous person forget it. Anyway, the long and the short of it is this. The moment I set up shop in Nodcry, it struck me how many different factions there were, all competing against each other for power and influence. Well, as they say, there's no time for business like a crisis. Things got even more turbulent after the Fatui pulled down 2 ancient moons' remnants. People began to catch a whiff of the coming chaos. And the more troubled the waters, The greater the potential profit. Not at all sorry to interrupt, but we're not here for Mora. Oh, really? But surely it was the tales of an adventurer's paradise that brought you here. The chance to take your very own slice of all the latest and greatest business opportunities? In that case, what would you like to know about? The Frost Moon Scions? You mean the people who believe in the Moon Goddess? They're not a bad bunch. It's just, well, they have such simple tastes. No luxuries, no indulgences, no nothing. Trying to earn a little Mora from that lot is like trying to squeeze blood from a stone. Still, things between them and the Fatui have gotten pretty tense. It's only a matter of time before the powder keg goes boom. And when that happens, that's when business will start to boom too.
He's talking about like.
Oh, they're an organization set up to keep the locals safe. Apparently, they have a long and glorious history, and they're made up entirely of volunteers. But seriously, a volunteer organization in Nodcry? This place is hardly a magnet for noble hearts. No pay, all work? That's not a business model, and it's certainly not for me. Everyone knows they're here for the Ancient Moon's remnants, but no one's sure why they pulled them down in Nodcry of all places. Anyway, they've been acting mysterious enough, but if you ask me, that Kuvaki Experimental Design Bureau of theirs up north hides secrets wilder still.
The Knights of Lavanius.
Bunch of booze-loving monsters? Ugh, don't even get me started. As fellow Outlanders, I thought they'd be easy pickings, but somehow, every single one of our business negotiations wound up at the flagship. I've done plenty of deals with heavy drinkers before, but those guys? I never once made it to the contract signing before blacking out. I'm getting flashbacks of the hangovers just thinking about it.
Yeah. You need an iron liver. You know about a spaceship?
What now? A spaceship? Nope, never heard of anything like that. Don't you two get involved in any big business here without so much as a heads up, you hear me? At the very least, consider letting me in as a key investor.
No questions.
Oh, I almost forgot to mention. Sooner or later, you'll no doubt end up doing business with some other merchants in Nodcry. And someone's bound to mention a place called the Curatorium of Secrets. Listen to my advice. Do not, under any circumstances, go there, no matter how much trouble you're in.
The Curatorium of Secrets? What do they get up to there?
Just a place that handles all kinds of disputes. But the owner will charge you an absolute fortune, and she has a temper to match. Nothing like your friendly neighborhood Lord Sangama Bay.
You're not just saying that to stop your competition from undercutting you, right?
When did that little pipsqueak get so sharp? And after I gave them all that info for free just to win them over. What do you mean? Of course not. I'm only thinking about your wallets. I mean, on behalf of your wallets.
You're really not convincing anyone, you know.
All right. Business is a cutthroat business. I won't argue with that. But I'm not lying about that boss lady. Not only did she make it into my top 3 people not to mess with in Nodcry, she's also in my top 3 people most eager to trade in favors.
Seriously? It feels like you're just bad-mouthing your rival now.
So that is the that's the snake lady that people want to pull for. And because I lost my pity to Llama, she is one of them, as well as Alice. Because I'm not really going to go for Flynn's. Because I'm not really starved for DPS. I'm more starved on support. So yeah, sustain. Basically, I'm missing harmony units.
Fine. If you don't believe me, go see for yourselves. We might both be from Sumeru, but compared to hers, my conscience is so large, why, it could fill 3 whole palaces of Alcazar's array. But when you realize what I'm saying is true,
Don't say that good old Lord Sangama Bay didn't warn you.
Lucky us! The line seems to be gone now. Come on, let's go say hi to Catherine. Hey, Catherine, we meet again.
How ridiculous.
Huh?
They often say that mortals, shackled by their own flesh and blood, may fail to perceive the truth of this world, even when it is right beneath their very noses. Yet I had not expected to have the pleasure to witness such heights of absurdity firsthand.
But Paimon must have gotten the wrong person. At second glance, you do seem a bit younger than Catherine. And you certainly sound a lot less friendly.
A creator might forgive ignorance, but being mistaken for one of my own creations is beyond all pardon. Look very closely, for standing before you is none other than Marionette, 7th of the Fatui Harbingers.
A harbinger?
Why are you even here? More importantly, will you be the one handing out the commands? From here
I
out.
told you already, I'm not Catherine. Just how obsessed are you with my machines?
They get free promo jumps. So all Catherines were made by Marionette. Does that mean the Batu have been watching her move? Yeah. Yeah, they have. But the guild itself hasn't done anything. Catherine only ever helped us. Better to stay alert going forward.
Today's encounter is merely a courtesy call. A friendly warning, if you will. You interfered with my work once before, with that little robot. I let it slide. After all, it was nothing more than a distraction, a side project at best. But we are in Nod Cry now, and as such, I strongly advise you not to stand in the Fatui's way. Otherwise, the next time we meet, I might just have to drop all this meaningless etiquette.
Oh, please. You've got some nerve coming out with barely veiled threats like that. You're the one stirring things up here.
Oh, perhaps you have misunderstood. Just because Nod Cry lacks a ruler at present, that does not mean it should not be ruled. We Fatui are simply establishing a new order.
Yeah, right. More like shady experiments, judging by your massive creepy research facility.
I've said what I came to say. What you do next, only you can decide. So why don't you start by using your already limited processing capacity to calculate your even more limited options? And, being the refined young lady that I am, I shall indulge you just this once. Ad Astra Abasask. Welcome to Nod Cry, Dominion of the Fatui.
Ugh! Paimon's so mad right now! How can anyone so obviously evil be so annoyingly self-righteous? But if a Fatui Harbinger is here to greet us in person, that can only mean one thing.
So they're keeping a very close eye on us, indeed.
We'll have to be extra careful from here on out. Paimon hates feeling like she's being watched. Hey! The real Catherine's back!
Ad Astra Abyssosque. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild. How may I help? I will do everything I can to assist you.
You're so much nicer to talk to, Catherine. Please don't leave us again, okay?
Ad Astra Abyss.
So The funny thing is that if you actually go back here, you can see that Marionette literally came in with a stool, and the stool's gone. By the way, the stool's 100% gone. So she literally just said, "Fuck you, Catherine. This stool is mine," and walked out with it. Oh my god.
Hello. I was just about to start tracking your whereabouts.
Did you manage to get everything Aino asked for?
I did. What about you? Do you need me to navigate or introduce any more places around town?
Not for now. We've seen most of it already. We probably need some time to process everything we've learned, though.
Any progress with the spaceship?
No. Catherine came back just now, so we asked her, but even she hasn't heard a thing.
No, we didn't. We
One
did not ask
possible
her.
explanation is the vast stretch of time that has elapsed. Additionally, given the limited resources available in Nodcry, it is entirely plausible that the wreck was scrapped for parts, or even mistaken for a pile of broken machinery.
Aw.
I'm prepared for that possibility, but still, we can't just give up before we started.
Understood. In that case, why don't we go ask Aino together? After all, she was the one who salvaged me. Ancient dragon technology and all. If there really are any unusual parts floating around Nodcry, there's a high chance they've passed through her hands at some point or another.
Good point. And since you keep mentioning her, we're curious to meet this whiz-kid mechanic, too.
Understood. Then I'll handle navigation as before. ETA at the Clink Clank Krumkake craft shop. 34 minutes ahead of schedule.
Oh no! There's a little animal trapped over there! Let's go help it out! Huh? That's weird. Why isn't it responding?
The tides of Kuvaki affect everything in Nodcry. So much so that many creatures have evolved a kind of dependency upon it, growing stronger or weaker as it waxes and wanes. This little animal must have been caught here unprepared.
So you're saying we need to use Kuvaki? Paimon will leave it to you guys then. Don't be scared! We'll get you out of there soon! Oh, it worked! Off you go now, little one. Don't go getting yourself caught again.
something with which to commemorate this occasion.
Oh, it's called the Luna Seal.
Here we are. The place Aino and I call home.
Whoa! So many machines that Paimon's never even seen before. And then there's all these little robots. Did Aino build them all?
That is correct. It looks like Aino has created 3 more little bots since I've been gone.
Aww. Well, you were gone for quite a bit. She must have missed you.
I missed her too. I want her to see what I've become.
Let's not keep her waiting any longer then. Come on!
Aino, I'm back. Hmm?
Ineffa? You're back significantly earlier than I expected. Like, a whole 30 minutes at least.
Everything went very smoothly, which saved me quite a bit of time, so I know. Could you turn around for a moment? I know.
I've been on my best behavior the whole time you've been gone.
She's got chocolate all over her mouth.
I know. While I was away, did you strictly abide by my tailor-made snack intake schedule?
Oh, of course I did. 1 whole cake, 1 crumb cake, and 1 pack of chocolates a day, right?
It was either a cake or a crumb cake or a pack of chocolates per day.
Oh, shoot.
When did you finish the snack stash I left for you?
Literally just earlier today.
Let me just go run a scan on that.
I meant today, a week ago.
And then you restocked an entire week's worth on your own initiative?
2 weeks worth.
Why does Paimon feel like the roles in this household are pretty much the opposite of what she imagined?
You're dealing with a child.
Calculation complete. Aino's recommended snack calorie intake for the next 4 weeks. 0.
No fair! You're a meanie, Ineffa.
This is what happens when you break an agreement.
Oh, come on! Don't do this to me! I only ate a teeny bit extra every day. Just a teensy-eensy-weensy bit extra.
That is objectively not a teensy bit extra.
Seriously? If you'd only arrived half an hour later, I would have had everything cleaned up and you wouldn't have noticed a thing. But now that I think about it, you even said you'd come back a bit earlier than you did, so I wouldn't have to worry. But then, you were away so long, and I was so worried about you. And that's the only reason I even... Oh.
I know. I am very sorry to have kept you waiting. I'm back now.
Welcome home. So, will I be able to keep eating snacks as usual now?
Negative. Okay. Well, given that I am later than I initially projected, I'll let it slide. But just this once.
I
Aino, allow me to introduce.
It's the honorary knight in Paimon! I know. Uncle Varka talks about you guys all the time. Nice to meet you, I know. And F has told us all about you, too.
The whiz mechanic. The whiz kid mechanic. And Effa's night nearest and dearest.
Huh? Really? She actually said that about me?
I don't know.
Well, she's not wrong. Oh yeah, so, you're here to see Uncle Varka, right? A couple of days ago, he suddenly said he had to head out on business, and that he might not be back for a while. He asked me to let you know if I saw you. Yeah, we heard about that at the flagship. Did he say what he was doing? Nope. Just told me to take good care of you guys and make sure you feel right at home. Oh, shoot. Please, take a seat. Do either of you need my help with anything? Anything at all? After all, I'm the head of this household.
Well, like that is.
Sure wouldn't know it from that snack tantrum she just threw.
Yes, I know. I wanted to ask about a certain spaceship.
A spaceship, huh? From outside to vet? Exactly. So, ring any bells? No. Oh. You sure? Nope means nope. Never seen the slightest trace of it. More specifically, by nope, I mean, I've never seen a single piece of tech in all of Notcry that might have come from out of this world. Not in any new machines or in any old ones either. Huh.
What Aino means is that your spaceship almost certainly has not been disassembled nor repurposed as parts for other machines.
Oh, so that's what she was getting at. Yep. I've taken apart pretty much all the fun stuff in this city at one point or another, but I don't recall ever seeing any components that were anywhere near that special. So, either your spaceship crashed somewhere it's never been found, or someone did find it and then hid it really, really well. But who would even do something like that? Beats me. Maybe someone who thought they could stash it away for a rainy day. Just like how I sometimes hide snacks in the... Anyway, long story short, I definitely haven't seen anything like that. Besides, sounds like it would practically be ancient history by now. If anyone still has any leads on what really happened, it'd be the Frost Moon Scions. The Frost Moon Scions? Huh? Haven't heard of them yet? Didn't Inefa tell you about their rituals?
There wasn't enough time to delve deeper into their history and traditions.
What kind of rituals are we talking about? I've never actually seen them myself. Just heard bits and pieces here and there. They say that each of their moon chanters has had access to an ancient relic that lets them see the true past.
The true past.
Not sure exactly how it's meant to work. I can't get my head around anything that can't be explained by either machines or science. And to tell you the truth, I don't like it much either. Looks like we'll have to try our luck with the Frost Moon Scions. Aw, leaving so soon? Sure you don't want to hang out a little longer?
It's getting late, I know, and these two still need to head over to Hisi Island. It would not be convenient for them to linger much longer.
Aww. Alright then. Don't worry. We'll be sure to drop in on you as often as we can. Really? You promise?
Pinky promise.
Sounds like my type of visitors. You're welcome anytime.
I'll be staying to look after Aino today, so I won't be going with you.
Hey, don't sweat it. We'll find our way just fine.
I'm glad to hear that. Also, I must admit, I have very much missed the charging bed that Aino made for me.
Oh, are you here to play with me? My name's Aino, and I'm an inventor. me and Anefa live together. I could probably eat all the cakes and cookies in the world because I love them so much. But my favorite kind of all is Lockaberry Crumb Cake. Come visit my Clink Clank Crumb Cake craft shop whenever you want. Anyway, that's me. What about you? Tell me something about you, then we'll be friends.
So let me see something. Hmm. Let's do the event now.
My eyes is ill-advised. I can't promise you'll like what you see.
Overruled. This research looks promising indeed.
Great wisdom can be found in the smallest of objects. Come, take a look.
Transfixed. Shine down. This research looks laid bare.
Ah, something with which to commemorate this occasion.
Wow! This place is buzzing with activity! Huh. There's so much space on this thing, but only one post. Let's see here. Wait, Inefa needs help? We should still head over and check on things.
I actually do like forced experience because you can actually just force one of the quests that you want to do to just work with him.
Notice and we're here to help! Hello? Huh. She's gone. Does that mean she really ran into trouble she couldn't handle?
Ah, Paimon and the Traveler are the first to arrive. Sincere apologies. I am unable to come down and greet you at the present moment. I will have to converse from up here.
Inefa! What the?
Is this a major
What
point?
happened? Did someone
logic of your conclusion is sound, but I would not use that word. After all, Aino is the one who did this.
Wait, so Aino's the one who did this?
Let's get enough down.
Good idea. Does this giant magnet have a switch or something?
Request not feasible. Aino has locked down the control system. Analyzing further options. Conclusion. The priority level of certain rules must be lowered. Decision. I will temporarily override one of Aino's rules and inform you about the hidden control system. But first, I must be certain you will keep it a secret.
Okay. Paimon didn't really understand any of that. But don't worry, you can trust us for sure.
Sufficient grounds for override. Please proceed to the path to the side of the workshop and locate the robots scattered over there. Once you have located all the specific robots, you can unlock the control system. This is the back door Aino established for herself, as she often forgets the password.
Okay, so we just need to collect all the bots. We've got this.
She's still hanging there. I want to see.
Wow, what a crazy hiding spot. Aino wasn't taking any chances, was she?
Where are the other ones? Huh.
Zing Zap Mechanical Claw Backup Control System now online. Enter a command. Command confirmed. Shutting down Zing Zap Mechanical Claw number 1.
Oh, you okay, Anafa?
Inspection in progress. All functions normal. I am unharmed. Aino adjusted the Kuvaki strength to make sure of that.
So, what exactly happened?
Compiling relevant data. Simplification in progress. In short, Aino created a new robot companion not too long ago, but yesterday, someone stole it from the workshop.
Oh, that explains it.
So, this is a major
I
crisis?
used that term because Aino intends to unleash the force of her entire fleet of combat robots against those suspected of the theft.
What?
If Aino manages to use her genius for destructive purposes, all of Nodcry will be facing a crisis the likes of which has never been seen before. When I attempted to stop her, she trapped me with that device. Fortunately, I was prepared for that possibility, and was able to post a request for help in advance.
Oh, you mean that notice board in the middle of the square?
Correct. According to my calculations, posting that notice had a 94% chance of success, much higher than all other plans.
Yeah, it was pretty hard to miss.
Fortunately, you arrived just in time. Aino and her robot fleet should still be at the workshop. Please follow me.
You got it. Lead the way.
Clink Clank Legion, it's time to move out.
Move out.
Our objective is simple. Track down the thief and save our comrade!
Track down the thief. Save our comrade.
I know. You have to stop this.
Inuffa? How did you get free? I thought the Kuvaki would be more than strong enough.
You can't do this, Aino!
Aha! So you had help. Well, don't even think of trying to stop me. I don't care if I have to search all of Notcry. I will find the person who did this. And I have to go now, or Crumbclank's 70% suite will get dismantled and sold for parts. Clinkclank Legion, move out!
Move out.
What do we do? It's not like we can resort to physical force.
I know sugar intake has already exceeded normal levels this month, but given the present situation, are either of you carrying anything sweet with you?
Wow, some possessed.
Fruits are the only thing that can get Aino to calm down, and I have already used up the allotment I had prepared.
Okay, what's with the staring? Paimo's not one to leave leftovers, you know. Fine. Paimon does have some she was saving for later.
I know. Why don't you calm down for a second and have some dessert?
Oh, still treating me like a kid, huh?
Oh, you are one.
At least it worked.
Listen, I know you guys think I'm making a big deal out of nothing. But this wasn't just some scrap parts you can sell on the black market. This was a robot I was about to add to the workshop, just like Ineffa. And as the boss of this place, it's my job to look out for these bots. Even though I'm the one who gets looked after most of the time. But still, not letting a bot get carted off right under my nose is the least I can do. It's a disgrace. I don't want to be that kind of boss.
I know.
None of us think you were making a big deal out of nothing.
Really?
But rushing into action often makes the situation worse.
We can come up with a plan together. We'll help you get Crumbclink's 70% suite back safe and sound.
Thanks. And, about earlier? I'm sorry, Ineffa.
Phew. Looks like the military escapade's on hold for now.
Let's go back to the workshop. Job well done, everyone. Please enjoy some tea and dessert while we devise a plan of action.
Okay, so how is theft handled in Notcry? Do we call the police or something?
Unfortunately, Notcry is a largely autonomous region. There is no unified law enforcement organization, which means calling the police is theoretically impossible.
See? That's why we have to take it into our own hands.
Still, turning all of Notcry upside down seems a bit...
What choice do I have? The thief somehow dodged my whole security system. I don't even know where to start searching.
Analyzing options. If their goal is Mora, the thief will likely head to Nasha Town to search for a buyer. I believe there will be useful clues there.
Nasha Town, huh? But there are so many shady people there. Not the kind of people that like answering questions.
It is not the best idea for you to interact with adults like that, I know. I will handle the investigation instead. Perhaps you can get started on the workshop's order backlog in the meantime. Keeping customers waiting too long could have a negative impact on our reputation.
About that, Crumclank's core was built using a special kind of power, one that incorporates Kuvaki. I wanted to test it out, so I took orders that I knew would require Crumclank's help to complete. But with Crumclank missing, there's no way I can get them done! Curse that rotten thief!
Analyzing other solutions. All foreseeable results are anticipated to have a negative effect on the workshop.
Kuvaki? Wait! The Traveler can use that too! What? How is that possible?
Calculations complete. Adequate solution identified. Traveler, I would like to enlist your services to help Aino clear the workshop's backlog. You will, of course, be generously compensated for your labor.
Come on, no need for that. We're all friends here, right? We'll be more than happy to help. Besides, it might give us a chance to learn more about Notcry.
Much appreciated. Then, in the meantime, I will take care of the investigation in Nasha Town.
Nope, I'm gonna do that too. With the Traveler's help, I'm confident I can do both.
I know.
I need you here, Inefa. Someone needs to watch over the workshop and make sure nothing else gets stolen. You're the only one I trust to do that. Besides, rescuing our stolen comrade is a job for the boss of this place, and that happens to be me.
Then I will defer to you, boss.
All right, Clink Clank Legion, move out.
Aino sure is determined, huh?
Well, she is the boss of the workshop, and a capable one at that. Please have faith in her abilities and look out for her if she needs help.
No problem. Just leave it to us.
Something you wish to report? Go on. You have my undivided.
That's right. This is one of the events. Well, it's like a Metal Gear Solid. I'm sorry, what? That's actually not that hard. I just tell myself. That's fun. Alright. And what's this? Well, I guess we don't know. I'm guessing, let me see. I'm guessing this one's gonna be like the battle ones. There's always a battle. No, this is the battle. Try to find the, okay. This has to be the battle one. Let's start this. Okay. What else? Second. Yes. I think that one is just related to. Yeah, this is the. That's the thing. This one we just did before, like a little bit, finding the operation. I want to try this. This is annoying. I just thought of the archon quest. I did. No, I didn't. This is the
Let's see.
yeah, this is the event quest.
Here looks like a thief. Huh. A lot of people, actually. We haven't actually been in Nokrai that long, so we don't know much about this place. Where do we even start? Yeah, you must know this place like the back of your hand. Got any ideas?
We could yell out, "Which one of you is the rotten thief who stole from the Clink Clank Crumkake craft shop?" Then, we see who starts to sweat, and we grab him.
Honestly, terrible idea.
A lot of adults do bad things and don't feel guilty about it.
No way! Sometimes I sneak a dessert when I'm not supposed to. And I always feel super guilty, even if Anefa doesn't catch on. Maybe we should ask Anefa what to do, but I really want to do this on my own.
Guess you don't really interact with people outside the workshop, huh? Well, don't worry. Let's just start asking around. We're bound to find some clues that way.
Okay.
If the thief's plan was to sell your bot, maybe we should start by asking the local blacksmiths. After all, blacksmiths need all kinds of raw materials.
Oh, good point.
You're looking for a blacksmith? To be honest, I consider myself more a researcher motivated by personal interest. Wait, I know? You're here in person? That's a first.
Something terrible has happened, so I had to come. One of my bots was stolen. Has anyone come by to sell it?
Wow, someone had the nerve to steal from your workshop? Let me think.
Maybe you should describe what Crumb Clank 70% sweet looks like, I know. Might help jog your memory.
I know style. I'd recognize it anywhere. But the only thing that's come my way recently is boring scrap metal. Nothing that looked even remotely like your work. Maybe the thief hasn't pawned it off yet.
Yeah, maybe. Well, thanks for the help. We'll keep looking. The Voynich Guild. If we want to see if a transaction took place, it couldn't hurt to ask around here, right?
Welcome to the Voynich Guild. Heavens above! If it isn't the owner of the Clink Clank Crumkake craft shop herself! What an honor this is! And quite a rare one at that. We're always sending orders out to your workshop, but rarely do we have the pleasure of doing business in person. Are you looking to sell one of your pieces? I'm sure we can land on a price that'll leave you satisfied.
Sell one of my bots? You wish.
Actually, one of Aino's bots was stolen, so we wanted to see if the guild had any record of a sale or something.
I see. This bot must mean a great deal to you, Miss Aino.
Duh.
I wish the Voynich Guild could offer you some sort of consolation, but I'm afraid I have no recollection of such a sale.
Oh, okay. We'll get out of your hair then. Come on, let's keep asking around.
I was just trying to do my duty as a lightkeeper. Use your head, kid. Look more.
Give me a second.
I was just trying to do my duty as a lightkeeper. Use your head, kid. Look more, leap less. But I was just trying to do my duty as a lightkeeper. Look more, leap less.
Hey, hey, hey. Just not one that I wanted to use, but sorry. Sorry about that. Of course.
Wait, is that a Fatui agent over there? Maybe our thief got mixed up with them. Let's go see if he knows anything.
But Inefa says most Fatui agents are bad guys.
It's okay, I got your back.
Stop right there. I don't do business out in the open, so we'll talk like this. Introduce yourselves first. What faction are you affiliated with?
Faction? I don't belong to a faction. I'm the boss of the Clink Clank Crumkake Craft Shop.
Ah, so someone we don't want to mess with. Is there a conflict between us that I don't know about? I've never trespassed on your property as far as I can recall.
Oh, we're not here to settle a score or anything. We just want to know if anyone's tried to use a stolen bot to pay off a debt.
Of course not. I don't accept stolen property. If the owner comes knocking, it becomes my problem, doesn't it?
True. Guess we'll just have to keep looking.
Damn, even the Fatui were like, no.
All our options here. Where else should we look?
Even the Fatui is like, no.
Let me think. Right. There's one more place we haven't searched. That shop.
See, from right here. That shop.
Inefa told me about it. If you can pay, there's a way. That's what it's famous for.
Welcome. Please feel free to peruse our Sumeru specialties.
Wait, isn't this Dory's shop? Okay, this actually isn't a bad idea. You never know what kind of stuff Dory's got stashed away.
Can I help you with something?
One of my bots was stolen yesterday, and I want to know if the thief sold it to your shop.
Is it valuable? We only accept goods that we can use to turn a profit.
That's Dory's business acumen for you.
Turn a profit? I don't like to think about my bots that way. But, well, merchants usually find them pretty valuable.
In that case, let me check. Apologies. We have no record of any transactions over the past 2 days involving mechanical constructs.
I thought we'd find something here for sure.
Oh, it's okay, I know. We'll think of something. Oh, maybe we could ask this guy to check again. Or...
Oh! Well, if it isn't Aino and her 2 Outlander friends. Asking around Nasha Town for intel, are we? You're lucky you didn't get swindled 6 ways from Sunday.
Yes, she is also another character that I want as well, Yehoda. And literally on the Reddit, her fans are called the Yehoda Witnesses, and it's funny as fuck. It's like, what the hell? So, Yehoda and the Snake Lady. Let me just grab the other Snake Lady that I'm mentioning constantly is Nefer. Since she just got her market drop, her release date is definitely to October 22nd. It's nice. That's about it. And then obviously Sandra and Nicole are there. Technically, I want all of the packs and circles, so it's not a surprise. I'll be surprised if she was revealed in here.
Oh, dumpster diver. It's you.
Okay, now that was just uncalled for. I've got a name, Pipsqueak. Use it. Now listen. Word on the street is...
Oh, dumpster diver. It's you.
Hmm.
It's not a construct. It's a companion. How did you know?
Your, intelligence mission or whatever? Yeah, you weren't exactly being subtle. Word spread throughout all of Nashatown, I bet. But you're in luck, I know, because the best bounty hunter in the land has decided to take up your cause. Smart as a whip, she navigates the major factions with ease, always with her finger on the pulse of all the goings-on in Nodcry. If you want to get back what you lost, oh, she's your best bet.
Who is?
Who? Me, of course.
Crumclank is doomed.
What was with that reaction? Does she think I'm a liability or something?
More reasons why I want
With me
Yahoda.
on your side, there's still hope. But first, we gotta agree on terms. My services don't come cheap, you know.
You're really gonna charge us? I don't charge you when you just swing by and help yourself to my desserts. Well, technically Anafa's desserts, seeing as she's the one who makes them.
Why is she bringing that up all of a sudden? I mean, it's true, but still. Oh, there goes my chances of making some easy cash. Now I just look ungrateful. Well, if you're not gonna pay, then...
Yahoda, you really look out for the kid, don't you? Coming over to help like this? Oh, it means a lot. Aino really cares about this bot, you know. Paimon knows you're not the type to abandon a friend in need.
That's it. I'm done for. There's no backing out now. You know me. Come on, this way.
Alright. So technically, this is different process. Oh. Well, this thing bookmarks them. Thanks.
The conch gang? If they really, really begged me to join, I guess I could give it some thought.
I want to see how you can get up there anyway. That's what easier, but. How am I supposed to get there?
The conch gang? Did they really beg me?
I know I'm supposed to head to Unova, but I don't know how big it is. Genova.
Alright, we're here. I don't see Crumbclank anywhere. Did you lie to me again, dumpster diver?
Have some patience and hear the professional out. Now, Aino's style is super unique. When one of her creations shows up for sale, you can be sure that people will know who it belongs to. You might look like an easy target, but everyone knows you've got me and my boss behind you. Point is, there's not a single person in Nodcry who'd steal one of your bots and go sell it on the regular black market. Not in a above-board one anyway, but in a legal black market like this. That's another matter.
Wait, but aren't all black markets illegal?
Maybe, but that doesn't mean there aren't any rules. My boss sets them, and there are people who follow them, and people who don't. And that market over there, yeah, that's where the rule breakers go to make deals. And based on the intel I have, this market deals almost exclusively in mechanical constructs. Ring any bells?
You're a genius, Yehoda! But, there's no one here.
The key to a market like this is operating in secret. There's no chance it runs every day. I asked around my circle, and it seems like our next chance to check it out is in 2 days' time.
We have to wait 2 days?
That's nothing. Even if your bot's on its last legs, 2 days ain't gonna change much.
Now you listen up. Crumbclank belongs to my workshop. I'm the boss, and no bot of mine is getting hurt on my watch.
Sheesh, this kid's got a temper. Maybe I should apologize? No, wait. I'm not about to be intimidated by some little squirt.
Whoa, where did that come from?
It's alright. I mean, it's understandable. The kid built up the Clink Clank Krumkake craft shop all on her own. And she has more interactions with robots than people most days. I'm sure, for her, these bots are everything.
Sitting around for 2 days doing nothing is gonna be really hard for her.
Yeah, I know that, but that's the only lead I can give you right now.
I know. Yehoda's just trying to help. You know that, right? At least think about it.
Oh, fine. If we have to wait, then we'll wait. Oh, get it together, I know. You're the boss. You need to keep your cool.
Well, that took some convincing. All right then, let's meet here in 2 days.
Hey, Yehuda! Wow, this place is packed.
My intel network never steers me wrong. Now I'm thinking we start off by checking whatever transaction records we can find. See if our thief already made the sale.
Hey! Which one of you is the rotten thief who stole my robot, huh? Come out and show yourself!
That was not what I had in mind.
My. You must be the owner of the Krumkake craft shop.
Now this is an opportunity I've been waiting for. Always easier to talk business in person.
Which one of you is the thief?
No thieves here, only shrewd business people. Speaking of, you do custom orders, right? Kid, make me a robot. I'll be sure to make it worth your while.
You're the one who built that robo-maid, right? Is it for sale? I'm dying to get my hands on one.
Both of you? Get out of my face!
It's clear you two have no respect for even the most basic of rules. No wonder an illegal market like this is the only one that'll take you. Even if Miss Aino is willing to do business with you, and that's a big if. All negotiations go through the front desk. Understood? As you can see, this kid's creations are a hot commodity in Nodcry. I'm not surprised these merchants are practically clambering over each other in excitement.
I don't care! Inefa's not for sale, and neither is Krumklank. These grown-ups are getting on my nerves. But the Traveler was right. Well, they're not gonna fess up because they don't even feel guilty. Oh, there goes my plan.
Yeah, getting them to confess was kind of a long shot.
If you figured that would work, you're even more out of touch than I thought. These people only care about one thing, Mora. Being a good person doesn't exactly pad the pockets. If we want information, the front desk is the place to start. Follow me.
Ah, if it isn't the owner of the Clink Clank Krumkake craft shop. What an honor! How can I assist you?
Let me do the talking. It's simple. We just want to know if anyone has tried to sell one of the craft shop's bots around here recently.
Ah, well, I won't lie to you. We're very much a need-to-know establishment, meaning we don't make a habit of asking for details about the transactions that take place here. It's one of the advantages of this place. Our clients are free to buy or sell whatsoever they might wish. All they need to do is post a notice on the bulletin board.
That's it? No wonder this place is illegal.
Wait, you guys! The first notice here is offering a huge sum of Mora in exchange for Aino's newest robot!
Krumklank was stolen! And you just sit back and let people peddle stolen goods for cash. That makes you just as bad as the thief.
I'm afraid it's not that simple. As I said, we never question the terms of our transactions. It's a matter of professionalism. Remaining neutral in client disputes is a must.
Crumbclank is more than a robot. He's my friend. I'm not gonna let him be sold off like some second-rate piece of scrap.
Hey, you can't tear that down! I'm obligated to keep it up until closing, at least. Please, show some understanding.
What happened to remaining neutral in client disputes?
Listen, customers have to pay to put up a notice, all right? We have to turn a profit somehow. If you pay more than the original customer, I'll let you cover that notice up with one of your own.
Enough! This place clearly has its rules. There's no point in making a scene. Besides, we found a clue, didn't we? Let's see what the notice says. Willing to part with large sum in return for specific robot. It appears to be the work of the Krumkake craft shop. Details negotiable in person. According to intel from an informant, there is only one of its kind in existence. It is currently in the hands of the Frostmoon Scions. Present the robot to me, and a generous sum of Mora will be yours.
The Frostmoon Scions? Does that mean...
The Krumkake craft shop is situated between the Frostmoon Enclave and Nasha Town. Their people always pass by the workshop whenever they need to head into town. Over time, you get used to it. And Nefa and I never even thought to be on guard.
So, does that mean the Frostmoon Scions stole your bot? But why?
I know why. They obviously want Crumbclank's desserts for themselves.
Desserts?
Yeah, Nefa is always controlling my sugar intake or whatever, so that's why I created Crumbclank. All you gotta do is input the recipe and provide the ingredients, and he bakes desserts for you.
All this for a dessert baking robot?
Trying to downplay it, are we, Miss Aino? Not convincing enough to fool the various factions of Notcry, I'm afraid.
Who are you?
Asako? Oh, my boss knows him. He's quite a respected guy in that circle. What are you doing in a place like this?
The Voynich Guild isn't the only place to make deals, you know. Business often requires one to expand their horizons. And when it comes to lucrative opportunities, I'm not one to discriminate. In fact, I'm the one who got someone to post the notice you just saw.
So you're the one who's trying to buy Crumbclank. You're as rotten as the rest of them.
Now, it's just business. I have a fascination with this robot of yours, Miss Aino. I tried to purchase it from the Frostmoon Scions, but those zealots wouldn't budge. So here I am, right at the source. I want you to fashion another of its kind. Mora is no object. I'll even offer you 10 times the number on the notice.
I don't do business with rotten thieves.
Your notice didn't talk about how you want this done. In other words, stealing is fair game. You're telling me someone of your esteem is willing to risk your reputation for a cake-baking robot? How about this? Share the intel from your informant, and the Krumkake craft shop will owe you a favor.
According to my intel, this bot is capable of much more than baking cakes. It incorporates the technology of the Boom and Blast Kuvaki energy cannon, and has formidable potential as a weapon.
What?
Look at that cannon. It's capable of condensing Kuvaki into highly destructive energy. But it's too big and cumbersome to be mass-produced and transported. Not to mention, it takes a considerable amount of time between firings to prepare the ammunition. All in all, it's not something that can be commercialized. But if you make it smaller and easier to mass produce, you have the perfect product, even if it doesn't quite replicate the power of that cannon. Besides, if you think about it, is that not precisely why the Frost Moon Scions targeted your bot in the first place? In their doctrine, Kuvaki is a sacred power. They'd consider it blasphemy to treat it as anything but. The giant cannon in Nasha Town uses Kuvaki to fend off the wild hunt and protect the people, which is something the Frost Moon Scions can accept. But turning that technology into a product and allowing anyone with Mora to purchase it via the black market and wield the power of Kuvaki for themselves. Now that is blasphemy of the highest order, I would imagine. A lot of trouble could come knocking at your doorstep, Miss Aino. But sell that technology to me, and it all goes away. Easy as that.
Please don't tell me you've made some kind of war machine again.
Crunklank isn't a war machine. I already told you. He makes desserts, and deliciously, scrumptiously yummy ones at that. He's my friend, and I'm gonna get him back no matter what it takes. So you can take your offer and get lost.
It appears negotiations have broken down. A real pity.
Well, what do we do now? We know Crunklank is with the Frost Moon Scions, so all we have to do is go there and then... Good idea!
Hold up. I should warn you. If that merchant was telling the truth, things are about to get tricky. Just be prepared, okay?
Oh yeah, so finally, because of Aino, we now have her as the very first Hydro Timor user. And this is her best in slot. That's why I didn't understand that. I was like, what? Because it was for her. Thank fuck.
Overrule! Illusion shattered! Strike upon them! How dare you!
Okay.
To ashes!
Witness my wrongs. Laid bare.
There is no escape detached from the world.
I hear the children singing.
Fucking die. I mean, it's not hard.
More interesting trinkets for me.
I stand against the long night and purge the darkness.
Damn.
Strike a pose.
Transfixed. The hearth. Now it's.
I stand against the long night and purge the darkness.
Shower me with praise.
Eyes on me.
I stand against the long night and purge the darkness. Strike them down. Strike them down.
Time to shine.
Strike them down.
This isn't good.
I stand against the long night and purge the darkness. Strike them down. I stand against the long night and purge the darkness.
Oh, I'm about to die. Literally, so. Nope. That's not a jump off on. I wish it was. Alright, that's the entire map. No? So up there. And that's the this is like the original statue of what it looks like when it's not, you know, fucked. The only reason why I'm kind of wanting to do the event is because I don't have much time to do it, so I'm actually speed running this as fast as possible.
Ah, traveler Paimon, come night or day, may the moonlight connect us. I sense you are troubled. Please, Unburden yourself.
You saw right through us again, huh?
Bathed in moonlight, the concern in your features is as stark as the dark spots on a full moon, ever betraying the emotion that lies beneath the surface.
I tell Aino to keep quiet for 1 second, and of course, she throws a tantrum. Lady Moonchanter, allow me to explain.
Theft. How despicable. A disgrace on the Frost Moon Scions.
It's all just speculation at this point.
Just a moment. A few days ago, a mechanical construct was brought back to the Frost Moon Scions. Come. I will speak to the offenders at once. I am certain the truth of the matter will reveal itself.
Come night or day, may the moonlight connect us. What can I do for you, my lady?
Theft? We would never do such a thing. This is baseless slander. We did recover a dangerous mechanical device, but we didn't steal it. We confiscated it from a group of bandits.
If there's been a misunderstanding, our guests deserve an explanation.
I remember. It was a few days ago out in the wild. Huh? What's going on over there?
It's still not done? Come on! We need to finish these tests before the locals are onto us!
Can we just go somewhere else? This job's putting me on edge.
No, idiot! Didn't you hear what the boss said? This thing uses Kuvaki. Why else would we be out here? Now shut up and get moving!
Not so loud. I just need to think. This should be it.
What was that?
What did you do? Are you trying to give us away?
No, Look, at least we know this thing's powerful, right? We should have enough to report back on.
Alright, then let's pack up and get out of here.
Stop right there! Drop that dangerous device at once!
Shoot! That was quick. Can you activate this thing again?
I don't even remember what I did. Are we supposed to run with this thing? It weighs a ton!
Let's just make a run for it. The most important thing is that we don't get caught!
So, that's what happened. We didn't catch the bandits, but we were able to intercept the device.
I know. I'll ask you one more time. Are you sure you didn't make some kind of war machine?
Maybe this is another misunderstanding. We don't know for sure that the device Otso confiscated is Crumclank.
Did it have this symbol on it?
Yes.
That's the one I designed for my bots. I made it so that even if the bot gets dismantled or modified, the symbol can't be removed. So, Crumclank is definitely the bot you picked up.
I know what the hell.
Misunderstanding resolved, then. The device will be returned to its rightful owner.
Forgive me, my lady, but I believe that is far too risky. Although this device is similar in principle to the cannon in Nasha Town, the two cannot be seen in the same light. By harnessing Kuvaki, the canon has protected this land from the wild hunt time and time again. I've always regarded it as a blessing from the moon goddess. But this construct is more like a commercial product. In the hands of those with nefarious intentions, it could easily be exploited for personal gain. As far as I'm aware, this young lady often has dealings with the major factions of Nodcry. I suspect she created the device to sell it for profit. If it ends up on the black market, in the hands of those who would misuse our goddess's gifts...
Crunclank is my friend! He's not for sale.
As much as I would like to believe you, that is a risk we cannot take. It is blasphemous to allow the power of our sacred moonlight to be exploited.
I warned them that things were about to get tricky. Oh, what have I got myself into?
The best course of action is to destroy this dangerous device and prevent anything like it from ever being created again.
What did you just say? Are you threatening to destroy Crunclank?
You must understand. The consequences could be dire.
No, you just want Crunclank for yourselves, just like everyone else. Get out of my way!
Stop this at once! We cannot let you leave with that dangerous device.
I told you, Crunclank is my friend!
Yeah, even in the trial, you are using the limited 4-star weapon. Oh my god.
Please, calm yourself.
This isn't how we solve problems, I know. We can't let anything happen to Crumbclank.
But you heard him! He wants to destroy Crumbclank!
We won't let that happen! But causing trouble isn't going to help the situation!
Not good. A group of flying machines just ambushed the storage facility and took back the device.
What? That can't just be a coincidence. They must have taken advantage of our conflict with this girl.
Whoa! That's a lot of recon bots!
It must be those black market merchants! I knew we wouldn't get off so easy.
I can create a temporary moon lane here. Could you get the Kuhangi to help travel?
Alright, let's knock him down!
Okay.
Darn it.
I know!
Oh, right. The recon bot.
I'm glad you're okay.
Phew! That was way too close! Reckless much, traveler?
At least it all turned out okay. Nice fighting back there, by the way. Thought I'd have to swoop in and save the day, but guess I was wrong. That really was way too close. If something happens to that kid, I don't know how I'd explain it to a Nepha.
Okay? No! It's not okay! How is it okay? Crunclang's been stolen! Again! No. Stop. You're the boss of the Krumkake craft shop, I know. You can't cry at a time like this.
Allow me to apologize on behalf of my people. If we hadn't tried to stop you, perhaps you could have reached your companion in time.
My lady.
If she truly viewed that robot as a product, she could simply create another. But instead, she demonstrated a degree of courage that should put us all to shame. Not even the light of the full moon could reveal the slightest blemish in her goodness. But your hearts are sinking into shadows that the moonlight cannot reach.
You have my sincerest apologies.
It's okay. It was all just one big misunderstanding.
Do not despair, young one. The pure of heart will always have the moonlight to guide them. I'm confident that you will retrieve your companion. I can even send some of my people to help if needed.
Okay.
That brings us to our next question. Where should we go now?
It's obvious. That stunt just now, it had that merchant from the black market written all over it. He knew we were walking into a conflict with the Frostmoon Scions, and he used that as his opening. I'd even go so far as to say, he's the one that stole your bot in the first place. Explains how he knew it was here, and could set this all up. If you want my opinion, Asuko's your biggest suspect. But I guess we can't rule out the other merchants either.
Yeah, so that means you know where we should search next.
So, it's all up to me again? That market is long gone. Who knows where those merchants scurried off to? And we don't even know which one's the real culprit. Oh, this is what I get for trying to sound confident.
You just can't stand seeing Aino so upset, right, Yehoda? Aw, that's so nice! From here on out, we're counting on you.
Tell it to Yohara.
How am I supposed to back out now? Fine. At least, give me 2 days.
No problem. See, Aino? Look at all the help you've got. Everything's gonna be fine.
I know. Thanks, everyone.
So technically everything is like very out of order. Because technically you're supposed to complete this event after the Archon quest, so that way everything would have made sense. But I'm running up.
Alright.
There's like 2. Where's it? Oh, there it is. So I'll complete these myself as I just showed you what this one is like. I just showed you what this one was like. That's good. Let me just make sure something. Okay, good. So I can't actually go there now. This one is said to be Thankfully, I have that on force experience mode. So I'm actually just glad for force experience mode because it just focuses on one entire quest line. Like, as much as I yank on Genshin's chain, that one was like one of the most needed. That and the artifact, seeing the force stack. That one, those two were the best. And if they made the Sanctus Elixir assuming that HSR, I would say that would be perfect. Okay, so that's actually like a fun one. So I thought that was gonna be fun, but it's not. I can easily do that in like a minute myself. And look, I got the limited weapon. This one I'm thinking is meant to be Lalma's F2P best in slot. Or as far as I'm seeing the mental skill the character can multi-maps on. Yeah, so it's good for Mizuki, Ifa, Nahida, Sucrose, Lolly, and Llama. I already have it. I already have the best in slots for Sucrose and Lolly. Technically not really, but the best in slot for Sucrose is the morning, sunny morning sleep, which is Mizuki's best weapon. I already have hers. Hida's. I don't have two basic characters. Yeah, everyone just wants Mizuki's weapon. I should just use that to stand. Toss it into the stand for really fun. Yeah, so this is technically Alma's free to play option. And that's one.
Overruled.
Shine down.
Let my name echo in song.
There is no escape.
What a waste of time.
Laid bare. This is where you fall.
Huh. Did I do it right? There are 4 phases. Alright.
Use of force authorized.
Time to shine.
Witness my rise. Transfix.
Strike a pop.
Power that ended height.
Ah, there it is. Just ignore it and go. Huh? Hell does happen. Can they just not do that? Please? How did we get there anyway?
Illusion shattered.
Shower me with praise. Let my name echo in.
Where'd it go? Oh, they died.
Wanted my full attention, did you? Everlasting as the moon.
Strike a pose.
To ashes.
You are on a fucking ledge. How about you? You did that to yourself. Yeah, 'cause you're not in no shit, shall
This is where you fall. Overruled.
Shower me with praise! Time to shine!
Witness my rise. Eyes on me! Shine down. Laid bare. Everlasting as the moon. Overruled.
And that's basically that. Alright. Now that I showed you what each of the events are, guess what? I'm gonna finish them on my own time.
Children be up to. Never mind. Let them do as they please.
Oh, and obviously, I think last week I finished the Plantanian reputation. It's all at like rank 10. And I'm just working on that once. I'm going to get it to at least level 5, level 4. And I'll just get the glider for that. And it's surprisingly easier compared to everywhere else.
Hello. I appreciate you looking after Aino these past few days.
Oh, it was nothing. A promise is a promise, right? Anyway, is Yehoda here? She probably has a bunch of new clues for us.
Let me explain. After I got back from the Frost Moon Scions, I started doing some digging into that merchant, Asako. The fact that he outright tried to buy Aino's bot definitely makes him suspicious, but even after asking around my boss's circle, I couldn't find any evidence that connects him to this mess. Out of all the merchants we met, he has the cleanest record. I checked all the other merchants too, but the trail came up cold each time. Most of them didn't even know about our trip to the Frost Moon Scions. Whoever's behind this thing is extremely clever. Covered their tracks perfectly. Tracking down a person like that is gonna take a lot more than 2 days.
So, you're saying...
Summarizing intel. Condensing main points. Conclusion. Over the past 2 days, Yehoda has found no useful information.
Did you have to make it sound so pathetic? Oh, how am I gonna explain this to the kid?
So, there's really nothing we can do?
I mean, short of rounding up those merchants, interrogating them, and searching their private warehouses for ourselves? Nope.
Sounds like a good idea to me.
That wasn't a suggestion. These aren't the type of people you mess with on a whim. Oh, I'd turn all of Nodcry upside down searching before I went after a man like Asako.
Turning all of Nodcry upside down. That is indeed Aino's backup plan.
Okay, well, I wasn't serious about that suggestion either.
If that is what Aino decides to do in the end, then I will support her.
I've been thinking things over a lot since I got back. And the truth is, I can see why Crumclank's technology is being targeted by those chumps. But that means any of my bots could be next, including Inefa. If we don't get Crumclank back, if we don't show them we're not an easy target, then there's nothing stopping them from coming after the rest of my robo friends. So, even if I really do have to turn all of Nodcry upside down,
I will save Crumb Clank, no matter what it takes. Oh, I know. You said Ossico was the biggest suspect, right? Let's start with him then.
Someone sent a letter. It appears to be for you, traveler.
Really? Let's take a look.
Long time no see, Arthur. I happen to hear about the troubles you're facing. Seeing as you've always been a top-notch customer of mine, it's natural that I find some way to help you. As such, prepared an essential service plan guaranteed to relieve your woes. Just drop by my shop for further negotiations, of course, considering you're an old acquaintance by now, I'll give you a 20% discount. Don't miss out, I'm going to basically toss her over the ridge. I'm gonna toss her over the ridge.
Huh. Paimon would recognize that tone anywhere. It's her, isn't it?
Yep.
Seems like she has a way to help us.
Dory's services are usually a bit more complicated than that.
Ah, I've heard of her. She's got quite a unique reputation around Nodcry.
This is better than going on a wild goose chase chasing around Outcry.
Alright, I'm down with that. You're in charge of the workshop, Enougha. This time, we'll get Crumb Clank back for sure.
Very well. Please continue to look out for Aino in my stead.
Oh, you're coming too, Yehoda? Huh. You care too much about Aino to let this go, huh?
More like you're not the only one who's got a stupid robot asking you for favors.
I'm guessing that's like a part that you'll need for Aino. And Nefa maybe? No, actually Nefa was the last for that land, so it'll be somewhere in that land. Which I hate. I hate how they have their talent material set up.
Huh. Looks like that old man isn't here this time.
Ah, look what the cat dragged in. Traveler, Paimon, I see you got my letter.
Dory! So it was you!
My assistant told me about your little visit 2 days ago. Rumor has it, some terrible thief broke into the Krumkake craft shop and ran off with one of Miss Aino's most treasured companions.
Yes, that's exactly right.
You must know how much I value you as a customer, traveler. So, I thought, if you've set out to help Miss Aino, I should do my part too. I did some digging, and I do believe I've come up with the perfect plan. There are too many merchants targeting that bot to root out the thief by going after them one by one. So, how about approaching this from a different angle? Maybe the question we should be asking isn't who stole the bot, but where the thief took it in the first place.
Huh. She has a point.
And lucky for you, I happen to know just the expert to help us out. She's been working smuggling cases for years. If you need to track down stolen merchandise, she's your gal. Of course, a professional of her caliber demands quite a high retainer. But not to worry, I can offer you a 20% discount. How about this? You give me the funds in advance, discount applied of course, and I'll contact the expert. See if we can't bring that price down a little. I'm all about client convenience, as I'm sure you all know. And if she sympathizes with our cause and ups the discount, we'll call the difference a little something for my trouble. Sound good?
Just tell me how much I want.
20% off would be 800,000 Mora. Do we have a deal?
800,000? Oh, can't you go any lower?
If only I could. But there has to be room for me to take a cut now, doesn't there?
800,000 Mora is worth it if it means we get Crunklank back. It's fine, I'll cover it.
Splendid! I'll contact the expert right away.
Well, if you're okay with it, I know. And the sooner we talk to this expert, the better.
Great news! The expert is already in the area. I hope you have a productive conversation.
Wait, a magazine? That's the girl from Mercy Village! Traveler? Paimon? Fancy seeing you here.
So, the expert is a Melazine? I've heard about these creatures before. They have special senses, right? They can pick up on things humans would never even notice.
Really? That sounds amazing!
With her help, we'll get leads on Crunklank for sure. Oh, I guess the price of the retainer was worth it after all.
There's something you should know about Dory. Retainer? What retainer? The Traveler is a hero to the Melazines. It's an honor to help him out. I would never ask for even a single Mora in return.
Oh, wow! I didn't realize this expert idolized you so much, Traveler. Well, since she won't accept payment, I suppose there's no choice but for the entire 800,000 to go to me. As always, I appreciate your patronage. Although, I guess this turn of events is all thanks to your past heroics. In that case, I'll give you a generous 50% off the next time we do business.
And the swindler claims another victim. Anyway, what are you doing in Notcry, Fidel? Well, one of the Melazine agents from the Marechaussee Phantom followed the trail of a smuggling case straight to Notcry. But she still hasn't made it back to Fontaine. We all started to get worried, and I happen to have some time off, so I'm here to check up on her. But enough about that for now. This merchant told me you need help tracking down your missing companion. Could you describe them to me? The more details, the better. Then, would it be possible to take me to the last place you saw them?
Sure thing!
One second. Okay, no, it's just press.
This is the last place we saw Crunklank. I remember that the recon bot disappeared right over there.
I've learned a little about those flying machines since I've been here. Their battery life isn't very long. Flying all the way out here is probably their limit. So, someone must have been in the vicinity to pick it up. We should ask around. Maybe someone saw something.
Oh, there's a group of people over there. Let's ask them. Hello. We wanted to ask something.
Looking for trouble, kid? No? Then scram.
Ugh, not a good start.
What's the matter?
Legally speaking, even suspects have the right to remain silent. We can't force them to answer our questions.
That's what you're worried about? Well, it's your lucky day. There's no law in Nodcry.
Clink Clank Legion, attack!
Fine, fine. If you want to talk, then let's talk. Ask me anything you want to know.
Have you seen a group of people carrying a heavy object pass through here? If so, which direction did they go in?
I see that pretty much on the daily. And multiple times at that.
If we think about when they started the lookout versus when they managed to get away, it would have been 2 days ago, between 4 and 10 p.m. We're looking for anyone in the vicinity who left with a heavy object in tow.
When you put it that way, I did see a group like that. Real shifty looking. Came in the afternoon, left at night. I'm pretty sure they were heading in that direction.
That direction, If they knew that their cargo was being targeted by other merchants, they were probably trying to get out of here without being seen. That limits their options, not to mention how cumbersome it would have been. I think I know where they were heading.
Oh, Jesus. So literally, I just have to grabbing each shelf I don't want. And if that's the case, might as well just grab a exploring.
Rev the engines!
Yeah, unlike Natline, I can't swap. It's very dumb.
Try and stop me!
Yep. This one right.
the engines!
It's time to sleep.
What the hell?
Bring it.
There it is.
So, this is the place? But there's no one here. Assuming their stamina is within the range of a normal adult, if we factor in the weight of their cargo, they would have had to stop here and rest. Which means there should be quite a few traces around here.
Traces? What kind of traces? This place just looks like a random stretch of wilderness.
Oh, there's a whole bunch. Here and over there. Oh, it might be hard for you humans to pick up on. If I point them out, could you help me investigate?
This is the recon bot from that day! But Crumplank isn't here.
Yup, pretty much what I expected. When they made their initial escape, they took the recon bot with them to cover their tracks. But it's exhausting to travel with that kind of cargo. So, once they made it far enough, they dropped the recon bot and ran off with Crumplank. I doubt they expected anyone to search this area. I bet these footprints are from when they fled this location.
Is that enough to tell where they went?
Enough to give us some clues at least. I see a special kind of sand in the footprints. It clearly isn't from any of the areas we passed through so far. If I'm right, they probably tracked the sand in from somewhere else. Somewhere they go a lot. Like their hideout.
A special kind of sand. Oh, wait! Near the Kuvaki Experimental Design Bureau on Paha Isle, there's a place called Maroon Basin. Oh, there's a huge beach there.
Then that's where we should head next.
Wow! Melazines are awesome! I want one!
Melazines are people, not pets, I know.
Well, that's the last clue we needed, right? Let's get going!
And this is when we go here. It's hard. Actually, no. We just keep going straight. Just... Once we get to the one, I'll get to the one.
Rev the engines!
There's a way to make it go impact. I just don't know how to do it. Stop and focus on this quest. It's actually very. I love Bruno.
Strike a pose! Laid bare.
We done? Cool. Alright, I gotta get everywhere else. Fine. Yeah.
Now it's your turn.
Overrule. Witness my rise.
I am literally gonna have to run through every single gauntlet just to get there. It's fine.
escape. Shower me with
Laid bare. Wanted my full attention, did you?
To ashes!
This is where you fall. Transfixed.
Use of force authorized.
now you shall perish.
Everlasting as the moon.
Eyes on me!
Yoo-hoo! Shine down.
Witness my rise.
There is no escape.
Let my name echo in song!
Nothing to learn. Okay. We're literally almost there. Was the teleporter here? Got it.
We were right. There's a camp here, but I don't see Krumklang anywhere. Maybe he's inside.
With this many people standing guard, breaking in seems out of the question.
I'm sorry, everyone, but I think this is as far as I can go. There's not much I can help you with in there.
Don't be sorry, Sadil. You've been such a big help. I wouldn't even mind sharing some of my secret dessert stash with you. And anyway, you probably shouldn't be here for this part because I'm about to do something bad. And you're too good for that.
Okay.
I know. Like I said before, I'm the boss of the Krumkake Craft Shop, and I'm gonna save my friend no matter what it takes.
Whoa! Is that Zip-Zap Spybot #1?
It's Zip-Zap Warbot #1 now.
Whoa. Warbot? I knew the kid was making dangerous stuff.
With Zip-Zap Warbot on our side, there's no stopping us. Come on, charge!
Another test subject. I hate to wait the wrong test subject.
What is this thing? Help! Does somebody help me?
What are you running for? Just take it down! There's nothing scary about. Ah! Ah!
Phew! We're in! Wait! What's that?
doesn't look friendly. Hold on.
This hunk of metal has Crumclank's core. The thief already took him apart.
Quite the improvement, don't you think? My creation is 10 times more powerful than your little toy. Can't say I'm surprised. That's what a
Wait, you're that guy from the black market, the one at the front desk. You're the one behind all this?
If your goal is to accomplish something that will shock the world, you're better off working behind the scenes. I must admit, though, I'm rather surprised you made it this far. I expected you to spend more time fixating on those merchants.
You deliberately tried to steer us in the wrong direction!
What? You never questioned the fact that the first notice you found just so happened to have the clues you were searching for? The front desk is where people go to exchange information. But I get to decide what to put front and center. The person who controls the information controls the people who seek it.
So you're the one who stole Crumclank! Both times?
So what if I am? There's only one rule in Nodcry. Winner takes all. With this prototype, the more I earn will put me on equal footing with the other factions. Then, no one, not even you, will be able to say a word against me.
Just using a piece of tech you stole from Ino?
Stole? No, rescued. I'm taking advantage of its wasted potential. Ever since learning about Kuvaki, I knew there was huge potential for machine integration. But no one saw my vision. I came all this way, but the stubborn natives refused to even entertain my ideas. It didn't go any better with the Fatui and their monopoly on Kuvaki research. But then, this stupid girl who spends all her time making useless toys opens a workshop, and all the factions of Nodcry practically grovel at her feet. She's the one who gets to make a groundbreaking machine that has the potential to reshape the entire market. That role should have been mine!
Right. 'Cause it's definitely not embarrassing to have beef with a kid.
That's enough! Give Crumclank back to us, right now!
We'll see about that.
Illusion shattered! Overruled! Power that ended her!
Why is this machine so powerful?
I can't even hit the thing!
No, you guys, don't attack him! We just have to wait it out! I'm not letting Crumclank become a war machine!
Show her new praise! Time to shine!
Lady, eyes on me!
Cheater!
Come on. That's on.
What's happening? I need an engineer over here. Quick, fix it!
The core stopped working. It's supposed to concentrate Kuvaki, but it looks like it needs a specific transmission medium to operate.
What kind of medium?
Judging by the smell, I'd say some kind of dessert?
What?
Don't sound so surprised. Crumbclank is a dessert baking robot, but I always thought it would be too sad if he had to watch other people eat all the time without joining in. So when I designed Crumbclank, I gave him the ability to eat desserts too, not just bake them.
I think I understand now. The consumption of a cake-like dessert is required to keep the core's Kuvaki concentration function operating. If cake baking is the goal, that kind of system is sustainable. But to use it as a weapon, not even Nodcry's entire flour and sugar production would be enough to generate the required amount of power.
And you're just noticing this now? Well then get rid of that stupid function! Make it run on something else!
Boss, it's embedded into the system. I'm not skilled enough to change something like that. I didn't even notice it at first.
See? Crumbclank isn't a war machine. Now give him back.
This technology could have been revolutionary. It was supposed to be my big break. And now it's trapped in some useless kitchen bot, all because of your stupid childish idea. No, the prototype stays with me. I just need to hold out until I can secure an investment. Someone, get back the prototype!
Try me, you stupid... Whoa! What are you all doing here?
Protecting the Krumkaki craft shop is a job for all who call it home. Activating Annihilation Mode.
Another test.
Can't you just?
Let him run for now. Nodcry doesn't have laws, but it does have rules. Once word starts to spread about what happened here, he'll get what's coming to him.
Is everyone all right? Apparently Nodcry doesn't have a police force, so I contacted your friends for help.
Wow! Way to think ahead, Cedille. Wait! What about Crumbclank?
Miss Ino, during the altercation, my brethren and I retrieved the core from that construct. It should go to its rightful owner. I apologize for thinking otherwise before. This technology needs safekeeping, and I think... No. I know that it's safest in your hands.
And I know you're not the bad guys I thought you were, so enough with all the mushy stuff, alright? Let's go home, Ineffa. Oh, and when we get back, I want dessert. I think my monthly quota deserves to be reset, don't you?
That's that. But there is, yeah.
After all that hard work, I at least deserve a slice of cake for my efforts. Don't you think?
Wait, there's cake?
Yes. You two are here just in time. Ino wanted to thank you for your help, so now that Crumbclink is back safe and sound, she thought it would be nice for everyone to try out his baking.
Wow! So this is what Crumbclank was supposed to look like.
Yes. Luckily, the core was still intact, so all Ino had to do was make a new body.
Woohoo! Is it ready? Hey! He ate it!
It's not unusual for a chef to take a few bites before serving a dish.
No need to worry. Once he's had his fill, he can get started on the desserts for everyone else. It'll just be a moment.
Alright. Wait, speaking of desserts, where's Ino?
She thought of a new idea for a robot and shut herself in the workshop to get started. When inspiration strikes, she jumps into action. That's just who she is.
Why does Ino like building robots so much?
Retrieving historical records from databank. At first, I believe Ino was just shocked to find something that fascinated her more than desserts. And fortunately, her friends respected her passion, even if, aside from struggling to make ends meet, there was little time for much else. Then, one day, an acclaimed teacher discovered her and recognized her passion for what it truly was: genius. Just like her friends, she finally discovered what she wanted to do, and not only that, she excelled at it. And when genius and passion collide, there's not much that can get in the way. So, Ino left her childhood friends, established the Clink Clink Crumbcocky craft shop, and started making all kinds of robot companions. Perhaps it all comes down to the natural instinct of a genius. The drive to see their imagination come to life.
Oh, so that's what draws her to robotics.
Based on my own experience with Ino, I think there's more to it than that. Long before she took me in, she was already pushing her skills to the limit in an effort to give each robot a distinct personality, and she already treated them like companions. What I mean is, it's not something that started with me just because I have a unique background. I think, after walking the path of a genius for so long, she looked around and realized there was no one at her side. And it made her feel lonely. So me, Crumbclink, and all the other robots Ino has added to the workshop, we're not just proof of her genius. We're her family. We give her the companionship she longs for. As I see it, that's the true relationship between Ino and her robots.
Oh, wow! So, you really mean a lot to her.
Yes, and for that reason, it did not matter to Ino how powerful Crumbclink could become, nor how feared or coveted his technology might be among the factions. And she decided that he would join his family, and that meant she would spare no effort to save him.
Yeah, that makes sense. But it makes Paimon wonder why someone like Ino would choose to stay and not cry.
I'm afraid my logic unit cannot make sense of that question.
Well, the way Paimon sees it, not cry is a dog-eat-dog place full of scheming and scamming. The people that thrive here seem to be built for that kind of thing. Anyone else would use the kind of tech Ino has to make weapons and threaten people. But Ino, she takes something that could be a weapon and turns it into a robot that makes cakes. It just doesn't seem like she fits in.
No, my view is the exact opposite. I've encountered the full spectrum of people that live here in Notcry. But in my experience, very few of them can be said to represent this place. You say Ino doesn't fit in here, but I believe the opposite. If I were to attempt to define what a person from Notcry should be, no one is a better match than Ino.
Ooh, the dessert should be done!
Yes, one moment. Allow me to serve them.
I want the one with the most frosting!
All right, everyone. Dig in.
So worth it.
Alright. And that is the entire event. I'll get these all sorted before the next stream, every single one of them, but we did it. All is said and done.
Staring into my eyes.
And yeah. So, with that being said, I hope someone enjoyed this stream, as we are now in Luna 1. And let's see what Notcry has on. So for now,